And welcome back. Game two of this doubleheader. About to get underway. Here's the Saints taking on Midland University. Saints 8-8 on the year. Midland now 1-7. It's Ty Cook to start things off. Will be on the mound for the Saints. I got it. As leading things off, as we'll get this here in just a second. First pitch is going to be a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes. And that's the pitch there. Missed that one there. So 2-0 the count. Three balls, no strikes the count here. Here to Chase Reynolds. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike here. Chase Reynolds. Reynolds, Darius Johnson, Matt Albenar. The 3-1 pitch here due up here in the top half of the first inning. It's a grounder, the third. Cleasso to first, 1 away. As Darius Johnson. Looks that first pitch there. Strike 0-1. The count. So the ball's 1 strike, 1 out here. That's sent high in the air. And 2 down. Abelnauer up to the plate here with 2 down. The Saints defensively, Matt Mahalovic at right field, Jose Diaz in center, Redondo in left, Mitchell at first base, back in, Chapa at second, Martinez at short, Jay Collazo at third, and Bryce Putnam behind the plate. As Ty Cook looks at the pitch there. 4 ball, 1-0 the count. That's Ty Cook on the mound. Ty Cook 2-2 this year, and 18 2/3 innings pitched. Has 2 balls and no strikes. As the pitch coming there for a strike and the count 2-1. Ty Cook, 18 2/3 innings pitched this year, 6.27 earned run average, 21 strikeouts, 12 walks. He's a career 7-9 with a career 5.04 earned run average and 88 career strikeouts. So 3 balls and 1 strike the count here. Three and 2 the count. And ball 4. So the leadoff is, or actually no, number 2 hitter is aboard. With 2 outs here, he's at first base. Is Austin Hamilton now. As coming up to the plate here, Austin Hamilton. Pitched their strike, would have won the count. Runner board, 2 outs here, top of the first inning. That's out for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. It's Ty Cook. The count goes 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike here. And the pitch. Left and going to drop for a single. So 2 on now. 2 outs. Sorry. That brings up Dakota Thornton with 2 boarded, 2 out. It's Ty Cook trying to get out of this without any real damage, and that's fouled back for a strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. So 1-2 the count, 2 outs. That's the air heading towards the gap, and it's going to drop. 1 run is going to score. Sliding into second with a double. That's a 1-0. Midland strikes first here at the top of the first inning. So a RBI double for Thornton. He picks up his first RBI of the year as the DH Peyton Garbers looks at the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, or no balls, 2 strikes. That's foul. Count stays 0-2. Up high over the reach. Well, going to bring 2 more in. Throw to second. And he's got him at second, but not before 2 runs score. 3-0 Midland leads as we'll go to the bottom of the first. The Saints get their first at bat. You're watching Saints Baseball. The OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. Bottom of the first. Not the start the Saints are looking for as they find themselves trailing 3-0 as they get their first at bat. It's Matt Mahalov coming up. Mahalov, Diaz, and Jacob Mitchell due up. Mahalov, a 353 hitter, 3 RBIs. And a big hit his last time up. Looks at that one for a strike. 0-1 to count. Grounder over to second. Settles to first. One away. Gonna bring up Jose Diaz to the plate.
Center fielder number 13, Jose Diaz.
Another strike there. 0-1 the count to Diaz. That's a James Scruto. The pitcher. That pitch there for a strike. 0-2 now the count. So no balls, 2 strikes to count here. That one going to find its way to right field. And a lead off or a base hit for Diaz here at the bottom of the first inning. Second game in a row now that he has singled on his first at bat. So Jacob Mitchell comes up with a runner aboard and 1 out. Mitchell of Harker Heights, Texas. Gets that one away. Ball 1-0 the count. 278 hitter, 449 on base percentage. So he's got a lot of walks this year. A home run and 8 RBIs. That one towards left, and it's going to drop. So back-to-back hits. We'll put the Saints at first and second and 1 out. And that will bring up Noah Rodriguez. So Noah Rodriguez coming up to the plate here with runners at first and second. Noah Rodriguez, first pitch off the plate for a ball, 1-0 the count. Diaz at second, Mitchell at first. 1-0 the count here to Rodriguez, a 143 hitter, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 200 on base. Fast for a strike, evens up the count 1-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 pitch coming. As Scurto steps off the rubber there. Stays 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second. And the pitch there, that's going to be pulled foul. The count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. One-two pitch. That's pulled foul. The count stays 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here. That's foul. Comes off the ankle there. Count 1-2 still. Noah Rodriguez. That's Jay Cuyazo in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 pitch coming from Skirdo. As he throws back to second. Settle stretches out. Keep that one from going to center field. Count stays 1-2. Swings and misses. Strike 3, 2 down. I'll bring up Jay Cuyazo now.
2 on, 2 outs. The third baseman, number 7, Jay Cuyazo.
Cuyazo. With the pitch. There for a strike, 0-1 the count. One here. That's a big lead as you look. Diaz back. That's to left. It's going to drop. Diaz rounding third. It'll go to the home, and the Saints trail 3-1. That's Cuyazo picking up the RBI. So a 2-out single. So Alec Martinez now coming up to the plate. That's Alec Martinez. Steps up to the plate here. Runner still first and second. Still 2 outs, but the Saints get a run across here early. Martinez looks the first pitch for a strike. 1-1 the count. Martinez 226 on the year. 3 RBIs. Reached base twice in game 1 with a couple of walks. Looks that one low and away. Ball 1-1 the count. Second game of a 4-game series between these two. Saints with a 5-4 lead in the all-time series, including winning the last 3. That is headed over to right. And Thornton will camp out underneath it. 3 away. Saints will leave 2 aboard, but they'll get 1 across. They still trail 3-1. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. Jack Barrios to lead things off for Midland behind the plate here in game number 2. Looks at the first pitch there. No balls, one strike to count to Barrios. And that's going to hit him, so the runner is aboard. Runner at first. So we have a pinch runner. We'll try and find out who it is in a second. Again, these uniforms pretty tough.
Hey, can you ask them who's on first, what number, or you can see what number's on first? The orange guy.
Throw over, that gets away. And that'll hit the fence. And now running over to second. So we'll see. Try and find out who this player is for you. As he advanced over to second. And he is not in DAC stats or on their roster.
They can't do that.
Inside their ball. On that pitch.
Patty, they just put in a pinch runner, number 31, and he's not on DAC stats or the roster on either one. 100%, yeah.
That's away. Runner now advances to third.
Who I tell just hopefully not her.
And now Coach Brian Ogney is heading out to the mound. So we'll take a quick break as Ogney heads to the mound. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. Pitch there is a ball. So runners on the corners now. With nobody out for Ty Cook. Struggling here in the second. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Be a grounder to third. Looked back. Runner advances, one away. One out now. Both runners in scoring position. As that will bring up Gabe Settles. There for strike, 0-1 the count.
Shortstop, 27, Chase Reynolds.
So Chase Reynolds. Actually, Chase Reynolds here batting here. No balls, one strike.
That's right. Nice guess. We call him too.
No balls, two strikes. This was Logan Breed, the mystery man at third base. That's down the line foul. Count stays 0-2 with one out. The Saints with action in the bullpen. And called strike three, two down. So a big second out there. And that'll bring up Darius Johnson, the center fielder's 0 for 1. So Johnson will come up here, 0 for 1, with runners at second and third and two outs. Ty Cook and out away from getting out of trouble here in the second. Johnson steps out. Swings and misses that one, 0-1 the count to Johnson. Fouled back 0-2. No balls, two strikes. Sorry. That's straight up in the air. Collazo underneath it. 3 away. They'll leave 2 aboard. And we'll head to the bottom half of the second. Saints still trailing 3-1. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, ksat.com. So Robert Arredondo to lead things off for the Saints. 250 on the year with an RBI. 318 on base percentage as he leads things off here. Arredondo, Bryce Putnam, and Ryan Chapa to up here in the bottom of the second. Saints trailing 3-1. Skirdo with the pitch, showing a bunt, down, charges, nicely put. He's going to beat it out. So the leadoff is aboard.
Nice.
With nobody out here at the bottom of the second. And a nice bunt.
One on, nobody out for the catcher, number 14, Bryce Putnam.
And that is going to bring out Chad Miller to talk to the infield umpire.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
So nobody out here. That's going to be. So Chad Miller will make his way back to the bench. Nobody out. Runner at first here. It's Bryce Putnam to the plate. Bryce 077 on the year. 143 on base percentage. Nice time to get out of the little bit of a slump that he's in. First pitch up high, ball 1-0 the count to Putnam. It's Ryan Chapa, second baseman in the on-deck circle, and then the top of the order due up for the Saints. In the bottom half of the second inning. That's fouled, and the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Saints trailing 3-1 after giving up 3 runs in the top of the first. Trying to get above 500 in the final 2 games of the series that take place tomorrow. Throws over, and Arredondo is back safe at first. 1-1 pitch here. Skirdo with the pitch. Right down the middle. Watches that one strike. 1-2. Don't get any pitches too much nicer than that one. 1-2 pitch coming. That's sent towards right. Thornton right to it. And 1 away. That'll bring up Ryan Chapa. So Ryan Chapa walked twice in game 1. Got up here. That gets away for a moment, heads over to second on the pass ball. So runner advances to second on the pass ball with 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes to count. This Chapa, 273 hitter this year with an RBI, 429 on the on-base percentage. The 1-0 pitch, grounder to second. Going to advance the runner to third. Settles, slides over, gets it over the first to Hamilton. 2 down. So Redondo now at third base. And that will bring up the leadoff hitter, Matt Mahaloff. Mahaloff 0 for 1. Steps up to the plate here. And that's down the line, foul. 0-1 the count to Matt Mahaloff. Matt has hit safely in his last 4 games. A total of 18 hits and 51 at-bats this season. Matt right to the mound. First, the Saints will leave 1 aboard. And we will head to the top of the 3rd. Saints trailing 3-1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. And welcome. Top of the 3rd, Saints trailing 3-1. As Matt Abdenor gets to the first pitch there for a ball, 1-0 the count. Walked his first time up, 367 hitter, a home run, 6 RBIs this year. And that one gets away there, and 2-0 the count. So 2 balls, no strikes. There, that'll be a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. So Brett Vasquez, the right-handed sophomore out of Baytown, is in the bullpen for the Saints. And that's fouled back, and the count now full. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count, not 3-2. That's Cook. We'll step off the rubber there. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And called. Strike 3. 1 away. So Austin Hamilton now makes his way up to the plate. Ty Cook getting his 2nd strikeout. Again, that would be big news if Ty Cobb was on the mound right now. For many different reasons. Hell. That's Austin Hamilton. First pitch there, strike, 1-1 to count to Hamilton. So no balls, 1 strike. The pitch. That 1-1 the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that's it high up in the air. Underneath it is Arredondo. 2 down. 2 outs. It's Dakota Thornton, the right fielder. It's 1 for 1. Has scored a run and drove a run in. Steps up to the plate here. We're for a ball, 1-0 the count from Cook. That's low and away. And the count 2-0. Dakota Thornton. 250 hitter. Thornton's hit a moment ago was his first hit of the year. Now 104. Is that one for a strike? 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here. Three and 1 now. Three balls, 1 strike. And ball 4. So Peyton Garber's coming to the plate there. It's Ty Cook walking his 3rd batter today. Garber 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs. That's the 2 RBI single his last time up. And that's fouled back strike, 1-1 the count on Garbers. The sophomore out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Throw over. That's safe. Is Thornton. Balls, 1 strike here. Garber 400 hitter with 2 RBIs. Those 2 RBIs coming his last at bat. And a strike on that one. That one looked a little off the plate. So with 2 the count though. Balls, 2 strikes, runner at first. Again, throw back over. Go-to pitch from Cook. It's fouled. The count stays 0-2. Thornton over at first base. As Cook around the 60 pitch mark here in the 3rd inning. And so 1-2 the count here. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two pitch, runner goes, and over to first. Took a long time to get over, finally does. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. Saints trail 3-1. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. Bottom of the third, Saints trailing 3-1. Make sure you follow the Saints on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Use the hashtag OLLU Baseball. For more information, go to the website www.ollusaintsathletics.com. Their first strike, 0-1 the count to Diaz. We'll say Diaz, 396 on the year, home run, 10 RBIs. Singled up the middle his first time up, and that one's going to find his way into the outfield as well. Another hit, 2 for 2 is Diaz. So the leadoff is aboard as Jacob Mitchell to the plate. So Jacob Mitchell singled his first time up as well. Fouled back. 0-1 the count. Balls, one strike. That's Mitchell back in the box. Mitchell 297 on the year. Sees that one off the plate there for ball. 1 strike. It's 1 strike. Or ball. It's Diaz. The big lead off of first there. 2 strike. Diaz picked up his 8th stolen base of the year last game. The 2-1 pitch coming. That one right over the second. And that 4-6-3 on the double play. And 2 down. That brings up Noah Rodriguez.
2 outs to the DH number 10, Noah Rodriguez.
So Noah Rodriguez coming up here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Saints trailing 3-1. That's fouled back. The count 0-1. So 2 strike the count here. Noah Rodriguez. And he will ground that to short. Over the first. 3 away. We'll head to the top of the fourth. Saints still trailing 3-1. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. So Xavier Solis will be at right field now as we start off the top half of the fourth inning. Saints trailing 3-1. And first pitch there, ball, 1 ball, no strikes. That's away. 2 balls, no strikes to count. So 2 balls, 1 strike to count here. That's a grounder. Collazo to first. 1 away.
Third baseman, 25, Kyle Weber.
So 1 out here. So 1 out here. As Barrios that's actually Kyle Weber there. 1 out. And 2 down. So 2 outs here. Nobody on here in the top half of the fourth inning.
Second baseman, number 5, Gabe Settles.
So Gabe Settles now coming up to the plate. Runner at first. So runner at first with 2 outs. As no balls, 1 strike. So 1-1 the count. No, 0-2 the count. Strike 3. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Saints are trailing 3-1. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com.
Saints third baseman, number 7.
So Jay Collazo to lead things off. Other actions going on today. Saints Athletics' softball team is in Georgetown, Texas to take on Southwestern University, and that's about to get underway here. Up there, we'll keep you updates on the scores. Game one of the doubleheader there about to start. First pitch there, strike, 0-1 the count to Jay Collazo. Collazo singled back in the first inning. 176 on the year with 2 RBIs. Looks at the 0-1 pitch. That one low in the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's Collazo, Alec Martinez, Robert Redondo due up here in the bottom of the fourth. Scheduled for 9 innings, the second game. It's 2 balls, 1 strike the count here to Collazo. Collazo picked up that RBI. Saints lone run back in the first inning. It's 3-1 the count. Three balls, 1 strike. Fouls it off, and the count now full, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count stays 3-2 for Collazo. That is Johnson underneath it, 1 away. So 1 out coming.
Number 9, Alec Martinez.
Is Alec Martinez coming to the plate with 1 away. Martinez 0 for 1 today. As he checks the swing around, and it's going to be a called strike count 0-1 on Martinez. 219 on the year with 3 RBIs. Steps out of the box. There's no balls, 1 strike. And the strike there, the count on 1-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Ball there, 1-2 the count now to Martinez. Martinez 0 for 1 in game 1, did reach base twice on walks. And that's going to be a called strike 3, 2 down. That will bring up Robert Redondo, who's 1 for 1. Reached on a bunt single.
To the left fielder, number 6, Robert Redondo.
Therefore, a strike. The count on 1-1. The count. Redondo, a pitch that looked a little outside there. That's away. The count 1-1. Redondo 286 on the year now. With the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Weber brings it in. 3 away. Top of the 5th coming up. Saints trailing 3-1. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. Top of the fifth, Brett Vasquez, sophomore right-handed pitcher from Baytown, is on the mound now for the Saints in relief of Ty Cook. As leading things off, it's going to be Darius Johnson, Alvanor, and Hamilton. The first pitch there, a strike, 1-1 the count to Johnson. Johnson flied to the left in the first and fouled out the third back in the second inning, 0 for 2. 344 hitter, home run, 5 RBIs, and that's going to find its way to left field, base hit. Actually, he's going to look at trying to go to second, now heads back. So the leadoff is aboard with nobody out. It's Matt Abelnauer comes up, who's 0 for 1, scored a run. He's walked and he struck out today. So Abelnauer up there. Throw over to first. Abelnauer, Johnson at first. Them. No. 0 outs. 0 outs. Click it. No. 0 outs. Yeah, hit that and put a run for them. They scored. No, right there. Hit the X. Right there. 4-1. Yeah. Four to 1. Runner at first base. Saints trail it here. As Dakota Thornton up with runner at first now. So Brett Vasquez on, and 2 hits and a run scored here. That's high up in the air. As Xavier Solis and Diaz comes over, Diaz will bring it in. 1 away. So Dakota Thornton coming up there as Austin Hamilton sent that one high. Thornton 1 for 1. Has scored a run, has driven a run in. He's reached twice today. They double had reached on a walk. 1 out here. Bottom of the 5th. It's 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1 out here. The Saints trailing by 3 again. Steps off there. Strike, and the count 1-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Action in the Saints bullpen. Runner goes on the hit and run, fouled away, and the count 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch coming here from Vasquez. That one even the count at 2-2. As Peyton Garber the on deck circle. I mean, yeah, on the on deck circle. It's a 2-2 count coming. And reaches that one, fouls it away. Count stays 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Abelnour over at first. That right to short. To Ogletree, back over, and that's going to bounce. Mitchell able to hold it there, but 2 away now. So 2 outs. So 2 outs, runner at first. As Peyton Garbers comes to the plate, he's 1 for 2. There's a couple of RBIs. The pitch there from Vasquez for a strike, 0-1 the count. 1 now to Garbers. Next broadcast will be coming up tomorrow. Basketball starting at 2 o'clock. So women take on Wiley College, and then the men follow up at 4 o'clock. Next broadcast of baseball is going to be on March 6th and 7th, doubleheader. Actually, 1 game, 9 innings on the 6th against Texas College, and a doubleheader, 7 and 9 innings on the 7th against Texas College. Conference home opener. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3, they'll leave 1 aboard. So, we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Saints still trailing 4-1. If you're giving up another one, you're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. And welcome back.
For the Saints, the catcher,
Bryce Putnam to lead things off for the Saints here.
number 14, Bryce Putnam.
As Putnam fly to right his first time up, 0 for 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count there. The pitch from Skirto. Rounded over to third, over to first. 1 away.
The second baseman, number 1.
So that'll bring up Ryan Chapa to the plate. Chapa 0 for 1 today. Therefore, strike 0-1 the count. That's foul ball, foul off. The count 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Ball 1-2. That's fouled away. The count stays the same there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 3-2 the count here. Count full. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning for Ryan Chapa. And the 3-2. Called strike 3. And that will bring up Xavier Solis to the plate. So Xavier Solis is coming to right field to take over for Matt Mahalov. As Mahalov came in at 0 for 2, so Mahalov's 4-game hitting streak is going to go away. As Xavier Solis in here. And Solis' first pitch swung foul, 0-1 the count. On Solis. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Solis a 273 hitter with 1 RBI. That's fouled back. The count 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Skirto with the pitch. Don't push that one foul. Count stays 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Checks the swing, asks if he went around. He's going to say no. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on the pitch. Called strike 3. And we will head now top of the 6th. Saints trailing 4-1. You're watching Saints Baseball. The OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. Top of the 6th inning coming up. Saints trailing 4-1. As Jack Barrios, the catcher, leading things off. Hit by a pitch in the 2nd. Grounded to 3rd back in the 4th. 200 hitter on the year with 3 RBIs. 304 on base percentage as he comes up here against A.J. Gonzalez, who's now on the mound for the Saints. 3rd pitcher for the Saints here. That's going to be a ball. Want to know the count. That's sent to left, and that's foul. And 1-1 the count. And the 1-1 pitch is going to be low and in for a ball. The count 2-1. Two balls, one strike. That's pulled foul. The count 2-2. So Barrios, Weber, and Settles due up. That's going to find its way into left field for a base hit. So leadoff is aboard here in the top half of the sixth inning. As Midland has had a base runner every inning. And so Logan Breedy will be the pinch hitter. First pitch high up there on Kyle Weber. As 1 ball and no strikes. It's Breedy at first. That inside has to pull back on it. The count 2-0 on Weber. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on that one. 2-2 the count. Good chance for double play. 6, 4, 3. No, he could be safe at first. 1 out as they get the lead runner. So that will bring up Gabe Settles to the plate. Therefore, strike would have won the count. Watches that one. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike. That's 1-2 the count. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. So 2-2 count coming. That's heading over for it, and Mitchell can't reach it foul. Stays 2-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. That's popped up in the air. Underneath it. 2 down. So 2 outs. So 2 outs. That'll bring up Chase Reynolds, top of the order. He's 0 for 3 in this one. Struck out twice. Comes up with a runner at first and 2 down. That inside. Very close to getting hit there. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second, 2 outs. Darius Johnson in the on-deck circle. Oh, that's going to be foul. The count 1-1. Adrian Gonzalez to the leadoff was aboard. Now has 2 outs. The runner at second. Pitched 1 game this year, pitched 2 innings. Gave up 1 hit. Walked 2, looks at that one. And a strike, the count 1-2. That's a stolen base. Weber now at third base. Ball there, 2-2 the count now to Reynolds. 3-13 now in the season. The 2-2 pitch coming here from A.J. Gonzalez. Grounds it. And that's misplayed at shortstop by Ogletree. The error will bring it a run. And it's now 5-1 in favor of Midland. So Darius Johnson comes to the plate. The Saints opportunity of getting out of it without any trouble. And that's going to find its way to left field. Another hit for Johnson. This picks up his second of the game. Now runners at second and third. And 2 outs. And that, so Matt Abdelnauer comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2, has scored a run and driven a run in. He's also walked. So a little meeting out at the mound there with Putnam, Jacob Mitchell, and Joe Gonzalez. Our baseball again tomorrow will not be broadcast, but you can come out to Missions Baseball Academy. Check out the doubleheader starting at 2. So 1 o'clock start time baseball doubleheader. Also doubleheader softball out at the softball field on campus, starting tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And then basketball, 2 and 4 o'clock. Women tip off at 2, men at 4. It's homecoming weekend at OLLU. Right side, that's going to drop again. 2 more runs will score, and it's going to be 7-1 on the stand-up double. As Austin Hamilton comes up to the plate here. Pitching change coming. With the pitching change, we'll take a break. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, and KSAT.com. Welcome back. Nick Hernandez on the mound. Pitching first pitch is going to be low ball. 1-0 the count. So 1 ball, no strikes. It's Hamilton up there. Hamilton singled in the first. Fly to left in the third and fly to right back in the fifth inning. Swings and misses that one. Just wanted 1 the count now. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. It's 2 balls and a strike. The count with 2 outs here on Hamilton. Runner at second. 3 runs here in the top half of the 6th inning from Midland. 3 in the first, 1 in the 5th, and 3 here in the 6th. The Saints with just 1 in the bottom of the first, trailing 7-1 now. 3 balls and a strike now. It's Mick Hernandez. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Throw over to second. So 3 balls, 1 strike. That Choppa charges to first. That'll do it. They'll leave 1 aboard, but they get 3 across. Bottom of the 6th coming up. Saints have a lot of work to do. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. Jose Diaz to lead things off here for the Saints. Saints, a lot of work to do, trailing by 6 runs. And that one bounces and it catches the mound, or else that's going to be misplayed by Reynolds. As Reynolds will at the air, and that's going to be on first here. Is Diaz with nobody out, and that'll bring up Jacob Mitchell. So that'll be the third time today that Jose Diaz has reached base. And that would have been clean up the middle if it hadn't caught the pitcher's mound. Because it hit the pitcher's mound, slowed it up, and gave Reynolds a chance. Runner goes, a slide to steal, safe. So second steal today for Diaz. He's got 9 on the season now.
Baseman number 23, Jacob Mitchell.
So Mitchell is 1 for 2. Now with a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Saints, a good time for a nice little rally here. Skirdo. Pitch away there for a ball. 2-0 the count now to Jacob Mitchell. Mitchell, a career 300 hitter here at OLLU. All-time leader in walks, 85 for a career, 11 this season. Looks back over. So 2 balls, no strikes. That's straight up in the air. By Mitchell, 1 away.
1 on, 1 out for the DH, number 10, Noah Rodriguez.
So Noah Rodriguez coming up to the plate here with 1 out and a runner at second. Lead off second there. First pitch a strike, 0-1 the count. Noah Rodriguez 0 for 2. So right now 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Midland. The Saints 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error. And a balk, and that will send Jose Diaz to third base on the balk. That's pulled foul, the count 0-2. That's Rodriguez, 125 on the year now. Average, he steps in with a runner at third base. 1 out. That's out of the box there. Skirdo trying to get his first win of the year. 4-3 career record. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 down. And 2 outs now. So Jose Diaz still at third base. And that'll bring up Jay Collazo to the plate. Collazo 1 of 2 with an RBI. A strike there, 0-1 the count. called back, and the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. It's Collazo. Picked up his second RBI of the year back in the first. So 1-2 the count on Collazo. It's Andrew Ogletree. The on deck circle. So 1 ball, 1 strike, or 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got away for a moment. The count evens 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2 the count. Now for Collazo. Two pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 away. Go to the top of the 7th. Saints trailing 7-1. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSET.com. So go to Thornton. The pitch there for a strike. The count 0-2 on Thornton. Money out here, top half of the 7th inning. Things are going to get a little weird. Excuse me. I'm doing PA and public address. Or I had play-by-play for you here now. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to count here on Thornton. Thornton fouls that one back. Oh, you good. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here, the count. That inside. High and inside as Thornton ducking for his life there. 2-2. That's their 3-2 to count now. Balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Batting DH, Peyton Garbers. Peyton Garber's coming to the plate here. It's not now. I turned it on when I did it just now. Huh? Yeah, I flip it up. I flip it up to turn it on. Yeah. And a swing and a miss there would have won the count. There are two Garbers. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. The top of the 7th. That's fouled away. The count stays 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count here. Here to Garbers. Doubled to left in the first, grounded to short in the third, struck out in the 5th. That's going to be low for a ball. 3-2 now the count. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. That's down the line right there to Mitchell. Mitchell get it. 2 down. So Jack Barrios coming to the plate here. 1 for 2. That's fouled back. Snowballs, 1 strike to count. So 1-1. The count to Barrios. Hit by a pitch back in the second, grounded the third and the fourth, and a single his last time. That's a grounder. Gliazzo over to first, 3 away. As we will head to the bottom of the 7th. Saints trailing. You're watching Saints Baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. So Andrew Ogletree to lead things off for the Saints here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Saints trailing here, 7-1. First pitch there is a strike, 0-1 the count to Ogletree. Ogletree first at bat of the game, hitless so far on the year. That one's pushed up, foul out of the play. There's no balls and 2 strikes to count. And watches that one for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. It's Ogletree, Arredondo, and Bryce Putnam due up. And that one is going to be the out. Coming up to the plate for the Saints, it's going to be left fielder Robert Arredondo. So Arredondo fouls that one off. We count 0-1 on Arredondo. That's going to find its way. Going to drop. Base hit into center. So Bryce Putnam coming with a runner at first. That's Ryan Chapa, the on deck circle. One out for the Saints, runner at first. Throw over back to first and safe. Putnam is flied to right in the second and grounded out his last time, 0 for 2. And the 1-1 pitch. Away there for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. That's going to be fouled away, and the count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. And the pitch grounded. Victor at first will toss it back over. 2 down. I'll bring up Ryan Chop. So Ryan Chop up. Runner at second. 2 outs here, bottom half of the 7th. That ball is away. Want to know the count? Xavier Solis in the on-deck circle. Fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Pitch from Skirto. Swings and misses out when the count 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Away and count evens 2-2. Top of the order, Xavier Solis on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Pitch low, ball on the count, full, 3-2. 3-2 pitch coming. Ball 4. That'll bring up Xavier Solis. And Solis back up to the plate here. With runners at first and second. First pitch sends it right over to third. Misplace it. Goes to tag it. And we'll get it. And that'll do it for the 7th. So we will head top of the 8th. Saints trailing 7-1. Watching Saints baseball, the OLLU Saints Network, and KSAT.com. So Joey Baker on the mound for the Saints here in the top half of the 8th inning. Saints trailing 7-1. As Weber, Settles, and Reynolds do up here in the 8th inning. Oh, number 19 is a pinch hitter. So again, another Midland player, not in DAC stats, not on the roster here. So we'll try and find out. Another mystery man. We'll try and find out for you here in the top half of the 8th inning. That's Baker. The pitch in there for strike, count 2-1. Or 2-2, actually, the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And now low in the count is full, 3-2. Gabe Settles. That's over to first. Tyler Foster, the player, 1 away. So 1 out. So Gabe Settles there. We'll foul that back. 0-1 the count. With 1 out here.
The play before this.
He caught it.
No balls, 1 strike here. That's it high to center. Diaz underneath it. Going to camp out. Can of corn, 2 down. So Chase Reynolds to the plate here with 2 outs. Joey Baker trying to get a 1-2-3 inning. Once that one foul. Count 0-1. Snowballs would strike the count here. And swings at that one, the count 0-2 here. Joey Baker trying to go 1, 2, 3 in this one. Up high. Solis underneath it. 3 away. That'll do it. 4. Top of the 8th, bottom of the 8th comes up. Saints trailing 7-1. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network. KSAT.com. So Jose Diaz laid things off. First pitch load away ball to Diaz. Diaz has singled a couple of times and reached base on an error. So he's reached base 3 times today here in this game. Along with a couple of hits in game 1 there. Calls that strike, count 1-1. As he'll send that one, and that's going to reach the wall. Rounding first is Diaz. On his way to second, rounding second. On his way, slips in the outfield. On his way home, and he's going to be a play at the plate, and he's inside the park. Home run for Jose Diaz. So the inside the park home run for Jose Diaz, and the Saints get back to within 7-2. So Jacob Mitchell to the plate here. And the Saints trailing now 7-2. Second home run of the year for Jose Diaz. And that's fouled out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Now 1-1 the count. As Noah Rodriguez in the on-deck circle. That's fouled back. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Time called by Mitchell. Pitch called. Strike three. So two down. So Noah Rodriguez looks at the first pitch there for a strike 0-1 the count. As Jay Collazo in the on deck circle. So Collazo on deck there as Rodriguez over talking to Kojagny. Again, doubleheader again tomorrow for the Saints in Midland. Starting at 1 o'clock. I'll have live stats for you on that. But no video broadcast. Next broadcast of Saints Athletics will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Tip off for women's basketball. 14th ranked women's team. Picked up their 6th conference title in 7 years. Taking on Wiley College. And then men's basketball tips off at 4. Still fighting for that final conference tournament spot. That's fouled back. 0-1 the count. Or 0-2 the count. On Rodriguez. Well, it's 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on here. Called strike 3. 2 down. That brings up Jay Collazo. So Jay Collazo to the plate here. With 2 outs, nobody on. As a pinch hitter on deck for the Saints right now. It's 1 ball, 1 strike the count. As Daniel Malezio, sophomore, on deck. That's sent to left, and it's going to go foul. It's not able to get it to. He's going to slide it to the fence. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count here. With 2 outs. As Collazo singled in the first, flied out in the 4th, and struck out in the 6th inning. Picked up his 2nd RBI of the season back in the 1st. Well, the Saints 2 runs. Saints trailing 7-2 here. Bottom half of the 8th inning. That's the 1-away ball. So 3-2 the count. Two pitch. Called strike 3. So that will do it for the 8th inning. 9th inning coming up. Saints trailing 7-2. You're watching Saints baseball on the OLLU Saints Network, KSAT.com. So Darius Johnson will lead things off for Midland. During the top half of the ninth inning, Saints trailing 7-2. Johnson flied out in the first, popped out in the second, but then had a single and then a double. Fouls that one back, 1-1 the count to Johnson. Johnson now batting .382 on the season, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Watches that one strike, 0-2 the count. Now that's fouled back out of play. As no balls, 2 strikes the count. That's time called there. And that's pulled foul. And it stays 0-2 on Johnson. Johnson, the senior from Tallahassee, Florida. Here and steps out and calls time there. That's fouled back and the count stays 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. That's going to find its way. Going to drop. And 3 straight hits for Johnson. So Matt Abinor coming to the plate as Johnson has picked up 3 straight hits in this game after starting off 0-2, and that's fouled back by Abinor. No balls and a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Be a strike going to the count now on Abinor. Walked in the first, struck out looking in the third, singled in the fifth, and doubled last time up. So, just like Johnson, 0-2 started off, and then back-to-back hits, a single and a double. So doesn't follow with the single again here. Snowballs, 2 strikes. The 0-2, runner goes, and will be safe at second with the stolen base there is Darius Johnson. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. As Austin Hamilton in the on-deck circle. That's down the line foul. Count stays 1-2. The runner in scoring position. 2 outs here in the ninth. And so he'll be heading, Johnson going back to second as time was called there. As they called time on the attempted steal. So we'll see if they'll send him again here or wait. We'll throw back over to second by Joey Baker. That's an high in the air foul. Count 1 and 2. There's Johnson. Big lead off second. That'll be low, 2 and 2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the ninth inning. Throw again over. It stays 2 and 2. Two. Over to second to first. 1 away.
That's 32.
There's no 32.
Again.
Same guy. It's Austin Hamilton. So Austin Hamilton coming to the plate here.
He's just wearing a different number.
So Hamilton
They gave us 34.
balls 1 strike the count. Hamilton swings at that one, 0 and 2 the count. Now to Hamilton. No balls, 2 strikes. Over to short. Johnson on his way home. He's going to score. 2 down on the RBI there for Hamilton. Coming to the plate, number 18, Dakota Thornton. So Dakota Thornton coming to the plate. It's now 8-2 in favor of Midland. So they're going to even up the series, it looks like, at 5 apiece. And Saints are going to drop below 500 to 8 and 9 if things stay this way. And they will pick up their second win of the year with Midland. There's 2 balls and no strikes to count here to Dakota Thornton. Thornton 167 on the year. His first RBI of the year early in the game off of a double to right center. He's also walked, line to short, and struck out swinging. It's 2 balls, 1 strike the count here to Thornton. That's high up in the air. Running over to get it, and Xavier Solis will get it. And that'll do it for the top of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Saints have some work to do. Trailing 8-2. You're watching Saints Baseball on the OLLU Saints Network and KSAT.com. So Daniel Malicio to lead things off for the Saints here in the bottom half of the ninth. And looks the first pitch there for a strike. 0-1 the count. As Robert Arredondo on deck. That's fouled back, count 0-2 on Malicio. Malicio hitless so far this year. Steps up here with the Saints trailing by 6 runs. Up and away for a ball, 1-2 the count. Swings and misses. Strike 3. So Arredondo coming up to the plate here with 1 out here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. And 0-1 now the count. Arredondo. And Bodie Flores in the on-deck circle for the Saints, as he will be coming in to hit here for Bryce Putnam. So the ball's 1 strike here. Away there, ball 1-1 the count. Arredondo. Bunt single back in the 2nd inning. Fly out to 3rd in the 4th and single to center last time, and that's going to be back to left underneath it. Abenor will get it. 2 down. That brings up Bodie Flores. Bodie Flores to the plate here. Represent the Saints' last chance here with 2 outs. And that pitch, their strike, 0-1 the count. That's fouled away, and the count, no balls, 2 strikes. As Scruto on his way to a complete game here with 2 outs. The grounder, Thornton, over onto the plate, and that will do it. As that one will end it for the Saints, as they will drop this one by a final score of 8-2. Those are going to be Ty Cook, as Ty Cook picks up the loss, and first win of the year coming for James Scruto in the complete game. Final score 8-2. Saints drop to 8-7 on the year. 8-9 on the year. Midland improves to 2-7. They'll be back in action again tomorrow at 1 o'clock, doubleheader. I'll have live stats for that. Broadcast will be over in Maybe Gymnasium for basketball. Women's basketball tips off at 2, men at 4 o'clock. Make sure you join us for that one. So, from everybody here at Missions Baseball Academy, Mike Thompson saying so long, everybody. We'll see you next time.